case you're wondering what a D15 sounds like with no muffler, just res, this is what it sounds like. Actually not that loud. Thought it'd be way louder. I say we straight pipe it, forget the muffler. Sound good? Yeah, it sounds good. Let me give you a revvy. All right, guys, welcome back to day 2. We're getting this exhaust on the welding table here. If you guys watched the Volkswagen exhaust video, definitely way more complicated than this, but we're using the same idea. I'll put that up in the corner there if you want to watch that. But basically what we're doing is welding the exhaust to the table here so that we will keep where it starts and where it ends in the same location so it still fits in the hangers correctly. And what we're gonna do is take this joint and instead of, like I was saying, we're gonna extend over here, we're actually gonna take it and cut it here and here and move it down with pie cuts. And we'll get more of a description later, but that's the idea. Right now we're rigging it up. So it sits on the hangers here, so we're gonna weld the hangers to the table. And then over here, we're starting off with just this piece so that it holds it there, but then we're gonna triangulate so that once we actually cut it, it doesn't fall or sag or anything. It keeps the location of where it's at. And you'll see as we go here. So now that we got everything else in place, see we welded these plates, our spacers, to the table, and then put this other plate and kind of pushed it against it to sit up against it with some tension, and then welded it underneath there. Same with that piece here. We welded it right to the top. And then we added these 2 pieces of angle here that'll hold this part of the muffler up so it doesn't sag here. And then obviously, you know, the hangers were welded there. So now the plan is to cut it. We don't know exactly where we want to cut it quite yet, but we just got this up as far as fitment and rigged it up. So now it ain't gonna move when we're ready to cut it apart. So here's the idea. We're gonna bring it down to where the block is and basically just keep pie cutting. We're gonna need a couple angles here. I think we're gonna start with 2 for each side at first and see what that gives us. And then obviously as we create angle here, we gotta cut some off the original pipe, and then we'll just kind of keep going with it until we see this pipe sitting down here and we're able to get a weldable joint on both sides. And basically the idea here, I think we explained this in the Volkswagen video actually, so if you want to check that out, I'm not going to get too in depth with it right here, but basically you're cutting 9 degree angles to create a bend. As you see, it's a tapered, and it looks good. So this is what we got so far, boys and ladies. So we took our 3 pie cuts and cut an angle down so that we could mate this and get this low as we wanted to. So what we had done here is made marks on the table as far as where we need our clearance. So I was using the tape measure and just measuring how high it sits. We were getting like 5.5 inches, and now, you know, I'm not showing you the measurement, but it's at 4.5, so we got a whole inch of difference of clearance is what we're looking for. So now we cut more off this side, and we just need to make one 18-degree pie cut that'll line us up with this one, and then we'll put a straight piece up to this and get it right. Good dice. So here it is, partially welded, all tacked up, fitted. Looks pretty good. While Jake's massaging the exhaust back into place.
Better.
Now I can show you guys what we did. I cut a lot of that end process out, as you know, from where we're at now. But you can see it's been a couple months or maybe even longer than that since we finished this. But you can see it's holding up pretty nice. It sits up in there really nice. What we ended up having to do is, after we got all this, we had to shorten these hangers by, I think it was 1 inch or so that it would actually sit up high enough. And that hanger there, and also the hanger on the other side too, we had to shorten. Now you can see how much room there is in here between the exhaust and the sway bar. Tons of room. I know it is slung out, we are on the lift, but you can see, like I said, it's been riding for a couple months. No dings, no dents, no nothing on it, no rattle. So definitely took quite some fabricating to get this into place and get it right, but it definitely did a good job, and it's been working ever since. So that closes this one out, guys. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any questions, always ask. I'd like to answer them, and I'll see you guys on the next one.